AI philosophy, enabling humans to establish destiny for themselves and establish a mind for AI. Cognition is how thinking works, intelligence is how strong thinking is, and consciousness is thinking knowing that it is working. Cognition can be seen as the toolbox of information processing, intelligence as the efficiency index of using the toolbox, and consciousness as the user of the tools, experience and regulation. Click the plus icon to follow this account for more wonderful content. This section focuses on the differences and connections between cognition, intelligence, and consciousness, which is highly helpful for understanding the nature of artificial intelligence and human intelligence. Cognition is the integrated process of acquiring, processing, storing, and using information, including perception, attention, memory, reasoning, problem-solving, and more. It can be non-subjective. Some cognitive processes, such as the subconscious, do not involve subjective experience, e.g., unconscious muscle memory. Examples: reading a book, solving math problems, language comprehension. Intelligence is the ability to solve complex problems, adapt to new environments, or respond to challenges. It emphasizes a comprehensive level of capability, including understanding, reasoning, creativity, and the ability to handle complex situations. Intelligence is goal-oriented, focused on achieving objectives. It also depends on social and cultural context, and is significantly influenced by education and cultural background, whereas basic cognitive abilities, such as fundamental perception, are more biologically based. In artificial intelligence, intelligence often refers to machines' ability to simulate human intelligence, e.g., reasoning and decision-making through algorithms. Intelligence reflects performance levels in cognitive tasks. For instance, fluid intelligence relies on cognitive flexibility, reasoning in novel problems. Crystallized intelligence relies on long-term cognitive accumulation vocabulary, professional knowledge. People with high intelligence complete cognitive tasks more efficiently, learning, planning, etc. Examples: the ability to master new knowledge quickly, or the cleverness to respond flexibly in complex situations. Consciousness is an individual's awareness of their own existence, subjective experiences, sensations, emotions, and the external environment. A subjective, first-person mental state. Its core is subjective. Qualia, a continuous and dynamic process involving perception, sensation, emotional experience, and awareness of self-existence. It is closely related to wakefulness and awareness. Consciousness is the totality of subjective experience, addressing questions such as who am I and what am I doing. It is self-referential, can monitor thought flows, and correct cognitive biases. It exists in levels, from basic wakefulness to complex self-awareness and reflective ability. For example, humans not only feel pain phenomenal consciousness, but also recognize I am experiencing pain, access consciousness. Consciousness depends on cognition and intelligence, while subjective experience in turn directs cognition and intelligence. For instance, emotions, part of consciousness, can boost or hinder cognitive efficiency. Anxiety impairs memory. Self-awareness, metacognition, helps adjust learning strategies and improve intellectual performance. A person may have a high IQ but lack deep awareness of their inner state. AI can perform data processing cognition and complete tasks efficiently. Intelligence, yet lacks the sense of life, consciousness, genuine subjective experience. Examples: feeling pain, recalling the past, experiencing aesthetic beauty, self-awareness in meditation. In human mental activity, cognition, intelligence, and consciousness are usually intertwined and cooperative. Cognition focuses on information processing. Intelligence emphasizes the efficiency and level of cognitive ability. Consciousness involves subjective experience and awareness of existence. For example, when learning new knowledge, we use cognition to absorb and understand information, deploy intelligence for reasoning and creativity, and maintain conscious awareness to integrate and memorize content effectively. Cognition is the foundation of intelligence and consciousness. Intelligence influences the level of cognition and consciousness. Consciousness regulates cognition and intelligence. In summary, cognition is how thinking works. Intelligence is how strong thinking is. Consciousness is thinking knowing that it is working. Cognition is the toolbox of information processing. Intelligence is the efficiency index of using it. And consciousness is the user who experiences and controls the tools. Using a computer metaphor, cognition is the operating system handling information. Intelligence is system performance measuring efficiency. Consciousness is the user interface providing subjective experience. Understanding their differences and connections helps reveal fundamental questions: how humans think, how they become intelligent, and how they perceive their own existence. I am Wu Huaiyu, a PhD from the Chinese Academy of Sciences and a postdoctoral fellow from Peking University, and the founder of AI philosophy. For more detailed information, please refer to the complete version of this book. In addition to this short video, you can also click on my avatar to view more long videos.